I don't really know if I should even consider this mess because it's just like, I'm just going to be honest right now. I really was debating about whether or not I should even come up here and even talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Terrence said that he's not going to talk about it. I do know that Jamie's talked about it. I know that Bundy's talked about it. And this is pretty heavy, but people have been sending it to me all day. And since I got home from work, I've been debating about this. I went on Terrence's live for his birthday, had a good time over there. And then I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to do this video. But I decided to just come on and try to truck it on along and do this video for you guys. I can't even do my normal, you already know what time it is. It's time for the mess thing. I can't even do that because this ain't that. You know what I mean? But yes, for the mess is a celebrity gossip column, and this is a celebrity's child. So yeah, this whatever. But I can't. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're about to get into the story. So let's get into it. And what's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for another episode of YFTM, and we're here to talk about Royce Reed being arrested for child neglect. But before we get into today's story, let's get into what's coming up on the Scotty by Nature TV brand. The Whether You Like It or Not panel, which stars myself, Terrence, Josiah, Yarel, Simply Sakina, Really B TV, and Brandy Chanel, will be back in May. The Influence will be out this April. And then not only that, Roasted Review with myself, Terrence, and Josiah has officially started this past Wednesday. We will be covering Candy and the Gang as well as Love and Marriage Huntsville when it premieres. It will be on myself, Terrence, and Josiah's channel, so it will be a rotating panel. So be on the lookout for that, and also be sure to subscribe to all three of us so you can get your weekly fix of Roaster Review. And if you want to catch up on previous Roaster Review episodes when we talked about Portia's Family Matters, I have a playlist with nothing but Roaster Review episodes. If you want to tune into that, go right ahead. Next up is the Boys Night Out. Boys Night Out's getaway vlog will be out tonight at 8/7 Central right here on my channel, where we documented our trip as most of us met each other for the very first time. I know that Maddie, Josiah, and Jamar have hung out, but I have never hung out with Josiah nor Maddie in person, so this was great. Terrence wasn't able to come on this trip, but there will be another trip, so be on the lookout for that. And also there will be a Who Was Wrong segment. I'm just waiting on two people now to respond to me so we can get it popping. But I will start production on Who Was Wrong next week. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get into this situation. So earlier today, while I was at work, there was a lot of DMs out that was sent to me in regards to this particular story. This story was about Royce Reed and her son. The son that she shares with Dwight Howard. I think that's her only child. And all I know is that the heading said Royce Reed was arrested for child neglect. And I'm thinking this is like another Drea Michelle situation, leaving a child at home by himself and all that other stuff. But I did not realize that Royce's son was around the ages of 13 and 14. Did not realize that. And I didn't read much into the article. I was just saying, okay, this is something else for me to talk about when I get home tonight. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. But when I got into the details of this, I was like, oh, this is what it is. Okay. And once I was reading about it, it it made me feel weird. Like I didn't want to talk about this because it's involving a child, and I feel bad that his name is even out there and that this is even made public. I really feel bad, but I know, but it was like I got like 10 different DMs with everybody sending me the same story. And I'm just like, I may as well go ahead and talk about it. People have been asking me to talk about it all day. So I'm just like, okay, I'll talk about it, but the video will just come out on Saturday. Because right now it's Friday night at 11:58 p.m. and it's sleeting outside. So I laid in my bed and I sat here and I thought about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. Not that I want to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. So, the article that I got comes from the shaderoom.com, not from the Instagram, but the actual website, the actual blog site of the Shade Room. So I'm going to read it and we're going to talk about it for a little while. And then I'm going to be out of here because I don't intend on this video to be that long. I don't want to stay on this for too long. So let's get into the article, okay? So the article states, earlier today, we reported that former Basketball Wives star Royce Reed turned herself into a Florida Police Department due to a third-degree felony charge of child neglect. Now, according to recently released court documents, the details involved in the case have revealed that her underage son's alleged inappropriate conduct with a minor led to Royce being hit with a felony charge for neglecting a child. According to court documents, Royce Reed's young son has an alleged history with inappropriate conduct with minors that came to a head last year when he allegedly made the minor son of Royce's boyfriend perform a sexual act while the two boys were at Royce's home. In the documents, investigators confirmed that during their interview with him about the incident, he stated he made the child Masturbate me because I was angry at him, while revealing that it happened on two separate occasions. Elsewhere in the interview, Royce's son said that anger triggers him to act out sexually. He was forbidden by authorities to have any conduct with minors 2 or more years younger than him, and the son of Royce Reed's boyfriend falls underneath those restrictions. Her son and the minor child had been together multiple times throughout the last year, despite him being required not to do so. In response to her son's inappropriate conduct, Royce told investigators that he has been seeing a sexual treatment counselor at True Core Behavioral Solutions for the past 8 months. However, when her son told the counselor about the incident, it was then forwarded to DCF. The instance is how Royce Reed was charged with third-degree felony child neglect on March the 10th. As of now, Royce has only commented on the open investigation by posting on social media that she cannot further speak on the details. Oh my God. And that all inquiries should be forwarded to her attorney. Okay, let's see here. Royce went on Instagram and made a post saying, I shouldn't even have to deal with or address this. One, I did not get arrested. I turned myself in because I had to. Two, talk to my attorney. As for the pictures, I was scared as shit and I was crying like a baby the whole time. And I'm not about that life, but I did it. And we're going to get through this. And that was the article in regards to Royce and her son. And I must say that it kind of makes me feel a way talking about it. It's just like you love your child regardless of what they do. You want to stand by your child regardless of what they do. You want to be there for your child regardless of what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to do. And for me, it's It's weird. I really got goosebumps talking about this because I've never really heard of a case like this before. And I never knew that her son was going through some things like that. And as far as Royce being charged with neglect, some people don't understand why she's being charged with neglect. She's being charged with neglect because her son is not supposed to be around minors that are younger than him because of his history. And it is neglectful for her to leave her son around a child that is younger than him. And the fact is, you had your son around this child and you knew what he was capable of. You knew that he was a deviant in a sense. You knew that. You know he has the behaviors of a deviant. And this is not me even being mean like I probably would have been. This is not me being shady. This is not me trying to read. I'm just saying what it is. He has those behaviors of a deviant, of a sexual deviant. You know what I'm saying? Those are the behaviors that he got. So if you know that, you should always keep an eye on your child. If you know that, no child should be spending the night with you and your son. If you know that, you should never leave your son alone with another child. This is why it's called neglect. This is why you're being looked at a certain type of way, because you know that that your child is capable of this. And I can only imagine how hard this may be for you as a parent. I know that this is hard for you as a parent. I know that this is not something that you want for your child, but you know what you got and you know what you got to deal with, and you know you got to make sure that he is on point with that. It's hard to discuss because we see stuff like this all the time. No, it's not Royce's fault that her son made another child do something that they had no business doing because he was mad. But it's like if you notice what your child gives and you notice what your child does, that's something that you should always keep your eye on. That is something that you should always make sure that you are ahead of, and that's something that you can get a hold of. Like, it's crazy to me. It is. And this is coming from someone that likes Royce, someone always loving Royce. Royce, Royce, Royce. You know what I'm saying? Always. But I got to call a spade a spade. This is messed up and it makes you look messed up, Royce. But mainly because of the fact that you were able to sit there and leave your son around another minor and he attacked them like that, pretty much. And my question is, what has happened to your son? What happened to your son? Did somebody touch your son inappropriately? Did somebody have any inappropriate behaviors to your son? Because sometimes this behavior is learned. Sometimes abusers was abused. And your son, is this like another R. Kelly situation where he was abused by his sister as a young child? And then in return, he became an abuser to other people. Is that what the situation is? Is that the situation? Because that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Seriously. I just I don't I don't really know what else to say about this. Like I said, I just have a lot of questions. Like, did something happen to her son? Did somebody do something to her son? Did her son ever tell her that somebody did something to him? Where's the white in all of this? Like, is he aware of this? Like, what is he doing? And I hate that for him. I hate that for the child or the children that he's done this to. And I hate this for Royce. I really do. I hate this for her. I do. Because that's nothing that somebody wants to have to go through. It's a messed up situation. All the way around is very messed up. So, as girl, it's some serious. It really is. Like I don't know. It's very heavy. It is. It's very heavy. I could barely read that article. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of questions to be asked. And is it wrong for me to say that my heart goes out to her son, even though he did what he did? He's still a child. Regardless, he's still a child. And my heart goes out to him. My heart goes out to the child he did this to, or the children he's done this to. My heart goes out to them. My heart goes out to Royce as a parent. Because, like I said before, I'm not a parent, but I know how my mother is as a parent. And as a parent, you want to love your kids. You will do anything for your kids. You're going to stand by your kids, right or wrong. There's nothing that your child could ever do to make you not love them. So my prayers goes out to this whole situation. That's really all I can say about that. Real talk. That's all I can say about that. That's it. There's really nothing else that can be said. So, with that being said, this be your boy Scotty. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video. Um, Click the notification bell so you can be notified when the video drops. If you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter and my IG is down below, child. And if you want me to follow you back on IG, because I do follow back on IG, be sure to hit me up in the DMs with the hashtag Mrs. Team Scotty, and I would definitely follow you back. With that being said, you guys, this be your boy Scotty, and your boy is out of here. Until my next video, I will holler at you guys later. Peace out.